So next conditional statement is case statement. Case is keyword, same like ellipse style of multi-conditional statement. Here we want to use a relational operator, logical operator. So here the syntax structure is completely different from the default part. In shell scripting, conditional means validation. Validation we can do two way. One is if, we discussed in the last class, if only, if else, multiple ellipse style, then followed by nested order. Second, one more way, case keyword. Case also is a statement, it's a conditional statement, so the block will execute only one time. How to write case block statement? The syntax of case block statement. So first you can see the syntax, then we'll go to example. Syntax of case statement. You can write case. Case is a keyword, followed by there is a space. There is a single space. There is a single space. Then you define user defined variable. Again there is a single space, followed by in keyword. Case variable in. There is a space between case and variable. There is a space between variable and in. Here in is called initialized. It's a keyword, cell keyword, initializing your variable with pattern. What is the pattern? The pattern is our search pattern operation. Pattern 1, then close bracket, not open bracket, close bracket. So here a pattern, we will write all that pattern, string, number, float, special character, and even we can write regular expression characters, regex, all. We'll discuss regex topic detail. Now concentrate on the case, how to use case statement in script. So the pattern, it's just a notation. We can write all type of data, string data, special character, everything. So using your user defined variable with help of in, it will check the pattern internally. If pattern is matched, then pattern 1 block operation. Pattern 1 block operation. After complete the pattern, then it will get terminate from the pattern block. How to terminate? There is a double semicolon. Double semicolon, it's a special notation in shell script. We'll use only in case statement only. We won't use in other statement. Double statements, it indicate break from the pattern. It's a break from the pattern. If first pattern gets, suppose if it is pattern 1 is not matched, this is not like if ellipse style of multiple iteration. In keyword will test it from this line 1. From this it will test which pattern is matched. Control will take you the corresponding pattern. So if pattern 1 is failed, it will test it pattern 2. Suppose pattern 2 block is matched, pattern 2 block will execute after complete the operation, then terminate. Like this we can create multiple pattern. There is no limit, n number of pattern. Then we can write n number of action. If it is actions are single statement, we can put a double semicolon in the same line. If all the patterns are failed, like how we used else condition, if all the multi-condition ellipse conditions are failed, control will take you else. Similarly, if all the patterns are failed, then there is a default notation is called star. Star we used in many situations. One is meta character style, wildcard. Then we used in mathematical operator as a multiplication. Here that operator notation, it's a default action. Always will be placed at the end. Okay, so this is a default action, means if default pattern or default action, if all the patterns are failed, it will take you the default action. And star always we should place at the end. If it comes from C programming switch case style, that is looping behavior and conditional, there is a statement is called default. You can place anywhere. In shell script, star will be the default action, always will placed at the end. Now these are this pattern block completions. How to close the case statement? Like if we used fi is the reverse string to close the case if. Similarly, how to close the case statement? This case statement, case keyword reverse string. Case CASE reverse string, that is ESAC. This is closing statement of condition. It's a simple open and close. Closing is reverse string. Same if open and fi is the reverse. Similarly here also. And see this syntax structure of case statement operations. This is case. Here case is a keyword, in is a keyword, and ESAC is a keyword. And double semicolon, it's act as a break from the pattern. And pattern, you can write any type of data and close that bracket. This is case flow, and again it's all part of conditional. So conditional means the code block will execute only one time. It means any one single pattern only it will run. If pattern is matched, this block will, suppose which block is matched, the corresponding block will execute. If blocks or patterns are not matched, then final action will execute. So there is no repetition behavior in if and case. That's why the term I used conditional. You can see this example of case statement code. See this. Here I'm taking one prompt from input. Based on my input, the case keyword. See the syntax, and here third line, the previous syntax, case followed by, there is a space, user defined variable. Fs is my user defined variable, entering the file system name. Just for prompt, there is a space in. So what are the input I'm typing from the keyboard, it will be replaced. If my input is ext3, this block will execute. If my input is xfs, this block will execute. My input is btrfs, this block will execute. So apart from testing, I written other pattern. So pattern means it's a numerical data, floating data. See this special character. If you press plus, then arithmetic. This is not related to file system action, just for understanding written. So pattern means number, floating digit, special character. If all the patterns are failed, it will take you invalid pattern or some default action. So if I run this example script, if say xfs, if I type xfs, which block it's matched, df, and followed by if I type ext3, then first statement. Suppose if I type btrfs, then corresponding btrfs block. If I enter number 1, then code block 1. If I enter 1 point, so there is no double quotes and all. Okay, and if you enter plus symbol, then arithmetic. So for understanding written, pattern means it's not always a string. You can write any type of any action, any pattern, means any string or number, anything. So generally we will use regex. So again we will discuss in this case block in regex topic. So we'll write some pattern here, finding alternate pattern and finding some string name starts with some character listing. If it is matched, then we can take some action. Okay, so this is case syntax and case usages, and compare this example. This is actually basically it's like a equivalent to style of operation. So this if elif style. What I written here, I'm testing my login name. If root user means username is user A means this action, user B means this action, like this. All the test will get after complete. Then you will check root user something. If else not matched, will take you else spot. This is if elif. Same logic only we are using in case also, equivalent to style of operation, pattern matching, equivalent to style. But if you want to compare above, below and all, we can go to if condition. Okay, so the same we are using with the case. If you say this example, what in the P17 example, the same. If user A is matched, then user A action, user B is matched. So case is equivalent to operator style, relational operator of string comparison style. So this is matching. Name, if it is matched, user A action, user B, user C action. What's the difference between the case and if? If operation will be multiple iteration. So in this case, my login name is root. It won't go to the root directly. It will test first condition. Failed, it will take you second condition. Failed, it will take you third condition. If it is failed, it will take you fourth condition. Then it will go to fifth. Like this, multiple iteration interpretation. But in case statement, it will not like a if kind style of jumping. It will test in the first line itself. Which pattern block is matched, control will take you the corresponding pattern, the block will get initialized. So case will be more optimistic way if you're comparing with the if style. You can check bash minus x style of interpretation. Bash minus x followed by P16 code. See the execution. P16 is this one, P17 code. bash minus in debugging mode, bash minus x. See the difference? The same we can check with the case statement example, bash minus x p18 plus is the debugging prompt. We discuss the debugging prompts session. So this is debugging prompt. It control will test it first condition failed, it will take second, third failed, last condition testing. Compare with the case statement, command executed initialized the command output to variable case in followed by action. It's not like multiple. See the plus symbol execution, plus symbol is the prompt, debugging prompt. So if you want to trace your cell execution, you can use bash minus x followed by your script name. It will show you that debugging step, that is how this script will interpret it. So case, there is no jumping step. So the logic is similar. If you want to compare with the greater than less than kind of numerical comparison, here we can't use it, we can go to if only. So if of equivalent to style is similar to case operation style. Okay, this is case logic. Inside case we can write a multiple condition. Inside if we can write case statement. That is all nested order. You can see this one more example. In case I written pipe symbol, this we will discuss more detail in regex topic. This is alternate operation. Alternate means among the four, any one file system it's get to any one pattern is matched this pattern block. It's similar to action of logical OR operator. What is logical OR? Alternate operator. Any one condition true, the block will be true, that return will be true. Similarly, any one pattern like grep and all, we will discuss more detail in regex. Now timing you can understand. So this all it is part of the pattern operation. So your cell will check with among this list of file system, any one pattern is matched, this block will work. Or if it will go to second one, if any one NFS or NFS4, if it is matched, this block will work. If both the conditions are not matched, patterns are not matched, will take you the default. So how to write is similarly with if condition style, if logical OR it's equivalent to alternate operator. But we know the difference between case and if iteration execution. It will test the condition, any one condition match will be true. If it is failed, first condition failed, control will take you second condition. Second condition failed, will take you third condition. So if I take bash minus x style, debugging style, if I'll execute the script, input file system, if I say for example NFS, see that execution when using case, see the plus symbol, when using case followed by only single step operation. Okay, but if condition statement, first will test the condition, first condition line number 8, condition is failed, then control will take you second condition. Okay, so the logic is equivalent to string comparison is similar to the pattern. If you finding multiple pattern kind of operations, we can use similar to like logical OR operator style. Okay, so case and if, it is both are conditional statement in shell script, and code block will execute only one time. If you want to find one more new file system or a new pattern, there is no repetition behavior. So if you want to repeat that multiple pattern and all, we can write inside the looping statement, loop operation. Okay, so shell scripting, if and case conditional, so the code block execute one time. Okay, for repetition kind of testing, we'll go to looping. Looping we'll discuss in next class. So recap the syntax and understand the difference between if and case. Okay, so next class we'll discuss about loop operation. Thank you.